This house almost fell over on me. I'm gonna take you inside and show you what we did to make sure that did not happen. So the first thing we had to do was get an engineer to come up and draw up all the plans for this property. Tell us exactly what we had to do from the foundation all the way up to secure this building and make sure it was safe for tenants. So after we got the plans from the structural engineer, we went to work. We poured the footers, poured the foundation, and then we rebuilt everything from the sill plate the whole way up. The sill plate's it goes the foundation. This is all concrete. Sill plate goes here, and then you build up from the sill plate. This right here is surprise number one. The city made me go with 2 sheets of 5/8 fire-rated drywall on top of each other on all the exterior walls. I've never encountered that on any of my other projects. The reason they required that is because of the property lines and how close this house is to other brand new builds that are being put up on the street. Right now, we're hanging drywall. A few things that we want to make sure that are done before the drywall goes up are, number one, everything's exhausted. Anything that requires a vent outside has a vent fully running outside. It's going to be your full bathroom exhaust, your half bathroom exhaust, and your dryer vents. Make sure they're done and punched outside because it'll save you a lot of heartache when you're done and closing things up. Woo! We're doing real estate and we're just crushing it out here right now. All right, guys, so check this out. One thing you want to look for whenever you're hiring a plumber, whenever they're doing their finish work and you're getting ready to close the walls up, is you want to make sure that they installed strike plates. These plates are so critical. They make sure that none of the nails from when drywall gets installed touch any of the water lines and get punctured. So make sure you have strike plates up. These are like $1. They're very inexpensive. They're actually code, and they will save you a lot of heartache. So make sure that's done. Check this out. I want to show you what I like to do whenever I have my plumber do any of my installs. This right here is called a stub out. The stub out is the part of the plumbing that you can see from that's not behind the walls. Now you have a couple different options. You can do these copper stub outs, or you can stub it out with PEX. My personal preference, what I really like, is I like these copper stub outs. I think they look nicer, they look more high end, and it's worth the few bucks that they cost to go with the copper stub outs. Check this out. Check it out. I like to break down my rehabs in phases. And the phase that we are currently in now is the drywall phase. The phase we were just in was the rough-in phase and the insulation and the fire blocking phase. Now, what is a rough-in phase? My definition for the rough-in is anything behind the walls. That's going to be like your plumbing, your electric, your HVAC, whatever it is. So following the process step by step really helps you take these big jobs like this and then make them into bite-sized, manageable projects. This house almost broke me, but let me just tell you why I'm going through what I am going through for this project. This house was zoned a 2-unit, and what that means is I can have 2 different apartments in this building. What's happening now in this neighborhood, because of the incredible views of downtown, the Ohio River, the brand new builds that are happening all up and down the street and nearby, the city is rezoning it and making it only a single family street, which means anything new that comes up here has to be a single family. Well, I know with my experience and my ability to get construction done for the cost that we can get it done at, I can take this shell and still put a decent amount of money into it, be into it for about $450,000, and have an asset that's worth about $650,000 after all the surprises. And that's just the start. When these houses get done getting built and developed here that are all well over $1 million, this property's going through the roof. I'll have the only 2-family on the street. That's how it's done. This is entrance number 1 to unit number 1. Follow me while we go up and check out unit number 2. Hi. What's up? Jose. Dude, it looks so good downstairs.
Yeah.
It feels different. Like, I've like prayed for this day
Yeah.
for drywall. We still got to put this window in. Man, it looks so good. Are we going to have enough drywall?
I'm not sure, so I'll let you know.
I know. All right. Everything good?
Yeah.
What?
It's too heavy.
You're strong.
Yeah, I know.
See here, we've got, this is for the kitchen. So we made sure we put the plumbing up so there's no surprises. We've got the cabinets ordered. Cabinets will be here, Jose, next Friday. When do you think we'll be ready for cabinets? In like a week? 2? And then in 2 weeks we just finish, paint, and then all the trim? Maybe?
Maybe paint.
Maybe. If you want to give me a door order too, I'll make sure I order all the doors. And yeah, this is the fun part. We got our R13 behind the walls. Man, it's exciting. So, shower, toilet, 24-inch vanity, great bathroom, full bath. One thing we wanted to do is have a separate half bath for guests so they didn't have to come in and out the primary one. So, so we added a half bath behind there. We've got laundry tucked away in the unit. We are properly vented all the way out on every single thing we have. Man, it was an ordeal getting to this point. I've had this project for 18 months. It cost me $3,000 a month to own it. Do the math. That is a lot of money just to pay for the money to have the privilege to even do this house. So not for the weak, not for the wary. 100% is going to be worth it. We're at this phase right now, the drywall phase. We're putting it back together. And this is a lot of fun. This is like when you really get to see the rewards from all the hard work that you've put into the project. So follow along and make sure you stay tuned because this is going to be some really fun after photos when we're done. Yeah. This right here is part of the reason why I fell in love with the house. The views of downtown, views of the river. As long as I can get through it, we're going to have an amazing asset and an awesome property. So stay tuned for the end result.